Here we go again.
Yep, here we go again. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Dragoon. We're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. It's our third foray into the game, so let's do it. Beats. North of Serdio. We were about to enter the town of Bale, I think it's called. I think it's where Lavitz lives. It's like the main capital. Yeah, capital Bale in Dell's castle. Yeah, it's where the castle is. The main the heart of Basil, I think. Also, I've come to terms after yesterday with the whole confusing directions on the game fact I was reading. I'm not gonna min-max this game anymore. Fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it. I was planning to do that with Legend of the Guy after this anyway, too. Like, I'm not gonna obsess over 100%ing finding every treasure chest anymore and all that, especially because I found out that the inventory is very limited. So there's no point in doing that, right? There's gonna be a bunch of treasure chests I'm just not gonna open because I don't need what's in them. So what I'm gonna do different this time, so we don't get stuck running in circles like a million times like we did yesterday, I'm just gonna use that same game fact I was following just for boss prep, like battle prep tips and boss strategies, and that's it. And then I'll use a completely separate game fact that's a little bit more simple for the Stardust, which is the one I'm gonna open right now because there's 3 Stardust here. Well, 6 if you count inside the castle. Fucking flashbang. Alright, so where's the first one? Outside of the house of the old woman that tells you about Stardust. Check the well in the middle of the street. Alright, well, so yeah, I'm just gonna explore, and then when I find vaguely what it's talking about, I'll go look for the Stardust. And when there's no Stardust, like when we're in a dungeon or out in the field doing whatever else, I'll just figure out the game on my own. I think I'll have more fun that way than reading those confusing directions from that HTML guide that I was using. Which I'm still going to, but now just for boss prep. Just battle prep and boss strategies, basically. And I'll just explore the game on my own. Fuck it. If I miss something, I miss something. And if I notice that I miss something, I can just, you know... What can I do, Will?
It's rewind time.
That's right. So, if I, like, mess up a minigame that you only get, like, 1 try on, you know, things like that were in, like, old school RPGs, they still kind of are, you know. Where it's like, you only have 1 chance to do this. If you want the best reward, you gotta save scum it. Well, we got the rewind feature, so. What do you say? Portraitist girl says, oh my god, it's Sir Lavitz.
Dylan!
Oh, Sir Lavitz, please let me draw your portrait again. He's a celebrity around here, is he? Oh, don't move. It'll be done soon. Don't move. He's pretty fast.
Bruh. Bruh.
Dart's getting impatient.
Bruh. Bruh.
Yes, here you go. Acquired portrait of Lavitz. Isn't it, Dart says, isn't it a little too handsome? The girl says, I don't think so. Lavitz says, thank you, I'll treasure this. Okay. Okay, I was expecting that to end like, you know, have a funnier moment somewhere in there where Dart was like gonna lose his patience, but no, nothing happened. I love painting. I was just kind of like, okay, that happened, I guess. I guess people sit here to be painted. Oh shit. Oop, what the? Okay. Whole lot of nothing. Great. if this game has like endgame optional super boss stuff. So I was glancing at some of the trophies. Some of them look like they were referring to optional things. They're mostly just for defeating bosses. And they say the names of the bosses, but I don't remember them by their names, so I didn't even spoil anything for myself. Which I don't even know if it would count as a spoiler anyway, since it's a game I did play all the way through, like twice, but it was decades ago. To the left is the Castle of Indels. It's a beautiful castle in the pride of Serdio. Okay. You're not the one I'm looking for, apparently. You're forced to walk on those stairs. That's interesting. Who are you? Drinks! Drinks! Give me more drinks! The drunk bastard.
You bastard!
Blocking the way. What, I gotta bring this guy booze or something? Well, if I ain't related to Stardust, I don't know and I don't care. Yeah, because having to look at a game pack, having to glance over at a game pack every 5 seconds just to try to like pick up everything in an area, I think it was really slowing down my pace a lot. And if I just run around and do shit on my own, could be the other way around. But I definitely found it. I think I'll enjoy this a little bit more and find it a little less tedious, I guess. Do you know anything about the Vice Commander of the 5th Knighthood? He's my boyfriend. Wow, look at you. And no, that title is too long. Even if I met that person, I wouldn't even know. I would not have memorized that. There's a hole in the wall. Is this the passage for mice? What about this? Oh, can't go through. Would you like some? Some what, fruit? Marsa Road, which leads to the commercial city Lowen, is closed. I'm having a hard time getting good stuff. Okay. Did I talk to this prick? The daughter of this house has been waiting for her boyfriend for 10 years. Oh, that's tragic. Yeah, she didn't even seem sad. She seemed more enthusiastic to tell me about him. Yet he's probably been dead for a long time. The country of Serdio was divided in two, and they are fighting this war now. Sounds familiar. My granddaughter is a knight. She's on a mission with her fiancé to defend Hoax. Wow. Sounds like a hoax.
Bruh.
I had to, okay? Why was this one marked blue? This door to this house. Found among the spheres. Oh look, I found a Stardust on my own just by mashing X everywhere. Not even the first one that was on the list. Oh, what did it say? Maybe a little too big for me. Armor? Hey buddy. Man of the weapon shop. You want to survive, buy weapons. Okay. Just weapons or armor too? What do you got? Oh, he's got armor too. Okay. Well, we got that already. Sparkle arrow? Okay. Yeah, equip it right away. And his arm. Cool. Wait, how do I go back to the... Oh, I had to push X on that. Okay. Oh, this is so that you can preview the stat boosts in case they share armor. Which these two do. Here. Scale armor. Well, we found their leather jacket before, so... Yeah, he already has that. Dark could use it. Yeah, that other game fact did say for the next boss, which won't be for a while. We're gonna see a lot of cutscenes and expositions from what I glanced at in this town. But yeah, the next boss fight he said get a lot of physical defense, so I guess I should get this for Dart. And this for Dart too. Well, this is magic attack, but still. Oh wait, no, it says increase hit rate of physical attacks by 10%. But it also raises magic attack, if that's what that means. Sure. I guess we should sell our old gear too, right? More poison guards in case we want another one for somebody else. Maybe we'll be okay. Confusion. Well, the game fact didn't say I was gonna need this. I'll be frugal with my money. Avoid being stunned. Avoid abnormal status fear. What that does. Raises physical defense power slightly. Yeah, Dart has that. Oh, there we go. That, yeah, I should get that for Lavitz then too. Is that it? Okay. Let's sell the stuff we don't need then. Clothes. Yeah, she's got a leather jacket now, so. The bracelets. The useless bracelets. His broadsword. Missed legendary because you sold his default weapon. It's fine. Which weapon do you want to sell? Bandana, I guess. I remember when we found that. Yeah, I think... I better be careful, actually. We have two of them. What I don't like is that even in the sell menu, you can't see how it affects your stats. To make sure you're not accidentally selling something that's actually better than what you have on right now. You have to, what? You have to go here to carry? No, this doesn't let you see it either. Only when you're buying can you see, yeah. We'll keep that. Didn't I just equip her with this? Like, I just bought it off the store and gave it to her, right? Or did I just get a new one? Another armor and bandana. Hold on, let me see. I gotta check. What's going on here? What does she actually have on? A short bow. Didn't it ask me if I wanted to equip her with this? Did I say no or something when I bought it just now? Huh. Leather armor. That can be sold safely, yeah. Same with the bandana. We'll keep the War God amulet. Right now they're defense build because of what it said about the next boss. We'll keep her with the poison guard. Okay, so I can safely sell the short bow, the leather armor, and the bandana. Okay. Oops. Not so much of a priority anyway, because you don't really get too much. You don't really get that much money for selling your old shit. And I think as far as I know, yeah, we have a fuck ton of slots for spare equip. Like, stuff that's equipped, as you can see here, doesn't take up space in the inventory. That's why it says we only have one thing in our inventory out of 255 slots. So we have 255 free slots, so equipment that's not being worn, apparently. That's a lot of fucking space, so I really don't need to be micromanaging that. What matters more is micromanaging this, because this only gets 32 spots. I'd rather focus on having heals and then just physical attacking, rather than stocking up on magic items. But we'll see. I'll follow whatever tips and advice that other guy gives for battle prep, and we'll go with that. Hopefully should be fine. I remember these old school JRPGs, and this one in particular, along with Legend of Legaia, like, I was always able to overcome things. If I ever got stuck on a boss, I always overcame it just by grinding. As much as I hated doing it, especially as a kid when I didn't have as much patience as I do now. But I learned that it was, you know, it was a good crutch for when you got stuck. Sir Labbit, you are safe. We were worried because we heard the first knighthood was annihilated. He's a sole survivor. Oh, Sir Labbit, it's good to see you safe. Why are some of these doors marked with different colors? Like there's a blue, this one's yellow. What does it mean? Welcome to the clinic. Oh, they denote different things. I get it. It's teaching us how to find what we need when we go to a new town. Blue is a shop, as far as I know, weapon and armor, but it could also be for item shops. And yellow is somewhere to rest, I'm guessing. Or maybe this is where you buy items. Welcome to the clinic. We can treat 3 kinds of abnormal conditions: poison, fear, and dispiriting. Oh, it's just for abnormal status. Wow. My baby sister is hospitalized upstairs. Here, please be quiet. Healing light is somewhat mysterious. Okay. So funny, it forces you to walk on the stairs. You can't run. These are patients who need long-term treatment. Long COVID blows, man. The nurse over there is pretty but strict. Is that your fetish? I want to be well soon. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? The music is a little... a weird vibe. This is for employees only. For treatment, enter from the door in the back. Okay. Alright. Oh shit. Also, you get treatment from here? What, are they gonna pour water on, holy water on me from above, or how does this work? 10G for 1 treatment. Be treated or walk out, okay. I don't need it, so. It's quite a ways you have to travel just to get treatment. You must be equipped with weapons and protectors. I see. Okay. A stone called Stardust is believed to bring happiness to the person who collects it. Bow. Looks like a bunny, but it said bow. Okay. Welcome. We have a big selection. Find what you like. Or what, books? Hee. I'm gonna eat this tonight. Fuck. Okay. What's over here? Still have yet to find the old lady that talks about. Oh wait, that was probably her. The one that talked about the happiness. Yeah, duh. What the fuck? So I literally just talked to her, and I'm already about to be like, I have yet to find this lady that talks about Stardust. I'm a fucking muppet. Here, let me see. It was in here, right? Damn, the loading. Okay, yeah. So this is where they meant. I have 2 game packs open. One is just for the Stardust. Outside of the house of the old woman that tells you about Stardust, check the well in the middle of the street. This is almost as bad as the other. If it meant, you know, if it meant that one, it's almost as bad as the other game pack. It's like, our house is way over there. The well in the middle of the street is here. Unless this doesn't count. Wait, what? God damn it, it's a good place to meet people. Okay, so no, maybe it didn't mean that then. Was it over here then? Is there another one? This is back the way I came. Oh, bitch! Even getting the Stardust is gonna be a pain in the ass at this rate. Holy shit. Maybe it's one of these. Bar. Master of the bar says, spirits? Yeah, I have good ones. 100 G per bottle, want it? God, I have to buy one to move that asshole out of the way. Hope I don't regret this. Thanks. Acquired good spirits. Every day is tense for us because Dole broke the truce. Give me a break. Huh? What about it? It's about the war, My child fell in the battle. My grandchild fell too. I have no more meaning in my life. Damn, dude. That's disparage right there, incarnate. He lost his grandkids. But he has no reason to live anymore, is what he just said. The poor old man's traumatized. I managed to catch that we're gonna get a free rest later, so I'll save the 10 gold. That poor old dude, man. He's fallen into the pits of despair from losing both his grandkids in the war. Oh boy, Sir Labbits, how have you been? Auntie was worried about you. Sicily and Sandora, which were originally one country, Serdio, have been at war for 20 years. War? Don't worry about it. King Albert will take care of it. Overly dependent on the king a little bit here. But it also speaks to his character, so that they have that much faith in him. Item shop. Items are important. Buy? Sure. What do you got? I think I have plenty of healing potions. Yeah. Deer Frost. Okay, so I have 5 slots. This seems like these two alone cure a lot of status ailments, so I'd like to have some of these. I guess I'll take one of each of these. I'm gonna try to maintain a balance between healing items and magic attack items. I don't think I ever really bothered using too many of those way back in the day, but again, that's probably why the game was hard for me. I probably should have used more of those, you know? Talk to you, right? What? I hope the war ends by my child's marriage. How old's your kid? Okay, so it's not this fountain. Still no Stardust. How big is this town? Lavitz's father, Servi, was a man of too much integrity. If he had recovered from the betrayal of a dear friend, he wouldn't be dead. This is Slambert Plaza. Excuse me. And it's dedicated to the father of Lavitz, who was called the Lance of Slambert. Before Serdio split, there was a knight named Graham. Or Graham. I think he is still alive in Sandora. Lavitz says, wait. I'll visit my home after I finish briefing King Albert. I have to draw a line as a knight. Bart says, whatever you say. Okay, so this is Lavitz's house. We'll come back. Is this the well? I think we just got the Stardust. Oh, that's right. We can just do this. I can see what I missed. In the water well. Acquired Stardust. So the old lady who tells you about the Stardust is where? Here, I'm guessing? This is just a barn. Man, these game facts are... Some of these guys are pretty subpar, man. I thought this one would be better. The one for just Stardust, but it just... Unless it's Lavitz's mom. Why didn't it word it like that, though, if it was? Because that's the only other house in this area. And it says outside of the house of the old woman that tells you about Stardust. Check the well in the middle of the street. I guess they probably wrote that trying to avoid spoilers, maybe. In the weapon shop in town, check the row of spears at the bottom. Yeah, I found it. The castle at the lowest level. Check the blacksmith's fireplace in the upper part of this area. Okay, that's at the castle. Oh, maybe... No, that's an old dude. I don't think that's an old woman. Looks like an old dude. But okay, I guess this is the actual NPC we're looking for. Stardust is also known as the Wishing Stone. As the name implies, it is believed to fulfill the wish of the person who gets it. Okay. Lowest level of the castle, so I guess we'll just check there later. That's the only place we have left to go unless we go with this guy to give him the drink. Dran, he has a name now. Smells like spirits, he says. And they're good ones. Oh, you're gonna give me spirits? Yes, now get out of the way, you drunk fucking bastard. And says, brother, you're generous. Well, I'll have it. Thanks. Now fuck off. I feel a warm glow through my whole body. Yeah, what happens when you drink alcohol? Warms you up. Dude is wasted. What the hell just happened? Where the hell are we? What is this? Indel's castle. We're in the castle, but in the basement? Oh, I like the music. Holy shit. Go this way first. Where the fuck are we? Oh! Oh my god, that loading screen is... Wait. There we go. Like, dude, that loading screen is a deal killer. I'm mashing X. Okay, there's nothing here. You just get to see yourself down there like, hey. Dude, this game has a lot of bangers, dude. Got good music. Won't open by hand. How can we open this? Punch the fuck out of it. Punch it really hard. Okay, so I'm guessing we'll have to come back here later. Maybe a story thing, maybe an optional thing. Alright. Well, we opened the way to this at least. I like the music. Go to the castle, I want to hear more of that music. Go to the castle properly. Dude is wasted. It was this way, right? Let's keep going. Yeah, same music. Alright, let's do this. Lowest floor first. For the Stardust. That's our Sir Levitz! You really did come back alive!
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
Acquired Sparkle Arrow.
Bruh.
Well, that was a waste of fucking money. I guess I can just sell that for a small return, but it's as good as the charger. Gotta hate when that happens. I just bought that weapon. It was 2 feet away over here. Oh, Sir Lavitz, I knew it. I've been hearing that a lot, so. Sir Lavitz. Nice to see you. Back safe. King Albert will be happy to meet with you. Oh, Lavitz, welcome back. Everybody was worried about you. More Dylans everywhere. That looks like those stairs go up. Yo, I can't go in here? What the fuck? What, is this doorway too small? What is it, a doorway for ants? I had to say it. Alright, let me see the instructions on the Stardust. Check the blacksmith's fireplace in the upper part of this area. Ah, okay. Oh, here. Ouch! Whew. Took it out of the fire, huh? Alright. From the previous Stardust, head up the stairs to the 2nd floor. From there, make your way to the 3rd floor, and then check the area at the upper left. Okay. Wrong way. Figure it out on your own how to get to the 3rd floor, basically. Take this. I'm gonna loot this place like New Orleans, man. Fuck it. Sir Lavitz, welcome back. I don't know, for some reason I just started ignoring the NPCs. Oh boy, Sir Lavitz, when did you come back? I mean, I didn't miss much. Sir Lavitz, it's really you, Sir Lavitz. When did you come back? They're all saying the same shit. Same shit, Sir Lavitz. Welcome back. Sir Lavitz, you're safe. Still cannot believe it, although you are in front of me. Well, well, Sir Lavitz.
Dylan!
Welcome back from the hell of the total destruction of the knighthood.
You son of a bitch.
Welcome back, Sir Lavitz. The knight's motivation increases when they hear you are safe and sound. Okay. What is this? Stardust. I was actually just trying to talk to her first, but okay. A strange-looking instrument. Why are you not talking to the NPC? It's just examining everything in the room except talking to her when I'm trying to talk to her. Well, well, Sir Lavitz, welcome back safely. Okay. So many entrances, holy shit. You should have bought a bottle of good spirits at the tavern previously. If not, do so. Before you go for this Stardust, you should also have turned a wheel in the basement of the castle. If not, do so. I haven't done that yet. To find this wheel, enter the castle at its lower level. I did that. Go to the blacksmith's fireplace. There's a ladder in this area. Climb down the ladder. Continue climbing down the ladders until you reach the basement. Okay, let's do that first. It's a long-ass paragraph, so I'll just stop there and stop reading there and, you know, until I get to that spot. What does it mean, that ladder? I can't seem to reach it. This one, I could only reach from up here. If this is how you reach it, then once again, horrible instructions. It should say go to the floor above the fireplace and use that ladder right there to go down this one. These vague-ass instructions. Yep, there it is. Why are both of these guys written by different people with equally vague instructions? Jesus Christ. I'm starting to get more tempted to just watch a video at this point. There, we turned the wheel. I think that opened the door to the boat or something. Exit this area of the castle together, go to the fountain. I gotta take a tour of the town. Oh wait, it was this way. It's gonna take a little bit. Where does this way lead though? I'm curious. We're supposed to get on the boat. But I want to see where this goes first. Oh, okay, cool. Glad I came here first. 20 gold. Here's our little tour. Hey, drunk buddy. Get off the boat! Oh, that's how you reach this place. The boat will just magically stay there. Oh, and that's how you reach this side of the wall. There's a hole in the wall for the mice. Okay. What's that? I'll be covered with cobwebs, but I guess I'll take it out. Stardust acquired. Okay. And that's it. We out of here, baby. Okay, the last one is not available till after we progress the story a little bit, so. I actually do really like this melody, man. This music is good. Alright, so my guess, go to the top of the castle to meet with King Albert. Just a hunch. We're here! Lavitz says, I am the head of the first knighthood, Lavitz Slambert. I am back from the field. King Albert says, oh, Lavitz! I was feeling uneasy because I heard you were missing.
Dylan!
Oh, please, make yourself comfortable. Everyone.
Son of a bitch.
Lavitz says, Your Majesty, it's more than I deserve. Minister Noish says, ha ha ha, it was true. His Majesty was so dismayed that he couldn't see to his affairs of state. Look who's over there in the top right. I just noticed him. King Albert says, oh, Noish, please don't tease me. Lavitz is a friend from my childhood as well as a master of martial arts. Anyway, where have you been? That motherfucker's playing both sides, isn't he? He's like Glenn Lodbrok in Rebirth. Lavit says, after my first knighthood was wiped out, I was captured by Sandora and held against my will in Helena prison. Albert says, what? In Helena? Lavit says, however, thanks to the act of this young man, I managed to break out. Let me introduce these people to you. Dart and Shayna. They are from Celis. Albert says, I thank you for saving Lavitz. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. In gratitude for this, tell me if you need anything. Dart says, I have a favor to ask. Take care of Shayna. Is it possible to take care of Shayna in this castle? Somehow I just remembered or knew that's what he was gonna say just when he turned to look at her like that. I was like, oh, right. Since he keeps condescending her and thinking she can't fend for herself and all that stuff. Shayna says,
What? What the fuck?
Dart says, it seems Imperial Sandora attacked Celis to take Shayna away. Well, they could go after Shayna any time, and when I think of it... Shayna says, is that the reason you brought me here? Shayna. I can walk next to Dart. I have been working towards that. There is nothing we can do about the time we were apart, but I want to be with you forever. Not even hiding it. He's hot and horny for Dart. I mean, I don't actually know what their relationship is, but you know. King Albert says, unfortunately, you cannot leave her here. It seems like it's going in that direction, though. You know, like a romantic relationship. King Albert says, Imperial Sandora obtained the force called the Dragon and went on the offensive. We are holding the battle line in Hoax, but if the dragon can fly at low altitudes and directly attack the castle, we cannot defend it even with the high ramparts. There is no place safe in Serdio now. Besides, you do know how she feels about you, don't you? Yeah, see, Albert already caught on too. He just fucking met them. Dart's like, Shayna, it may be even more dangerous from now on. Shayna says, I don't mind as long as I can be with you, Dart. Oh, that's sweet. Dart says, well, I take back the request. But, one more thing. I would like to ask a question to Minister Noish. Noish says, ask me anything, son. My head is filled with all the legends and history of the continent of Endiness. Dart says, I was on a journey to pursue the Black Monster. Noish says, the Black Monster? Dart says, the monster that attacked Neat 18 years ago. The only thing I know is that he deprived me of my parents and my hometown. Noish says, you were a victim of the devil. Dart says, I want to hear everything. Please tell me about it. Noish says, there's hardly any information left. Everything that was related to him was reduced to ashes. The only thing I know is the Black Monster is called the Devil that Disobeyed the Great Existence, and it is also known for devouring the god. Devouring the god? Noish says yes, and surprisingly it shows up in history beginning 11,000 years ago. Albert says 11,000 years ago is the time the Dragon campaign ended. Noish says you're exactly right, Your Majesty. Instead, I will tell you the story of the Dragon campaign. Story time. Holy shit. Cinematic.
As if they were gods, Winglies ruled over all living creatures and used them as slaves. The enslaved suffered a terrible domination and injustice. Their anger turned to a flame of fury. Then a gust of wind blew throughout the lands, spreading the flame to a blazing fire. The wind was Emperor Diaz. 7 incarnations of dragons served the Emperor. Their bravery inspired people to take up arms. Thus began the Dragon campaign. It was a harsh war. Both people and Winglies suffered countless injuries and fatalities. After a long period of suffering, it was the humans who acquired the future. The age of humans had begun.
the help of dragons, of course. Yo, the music and everything was really cool. Game's pretty neat. I like that it saved me from having to read all that. Thank God there was a voiced over cinematic, honestly. Like, that helps a lot when you're having to narrate all the characters. So that was a nice little break. Dart says the black monster appeared after the dragon campaign. A long time ago, dude. 11,000 years ago? Praetorian of Basil says, excuse me, sir. It's time for the war meeting. Albert says, I see. Tell him we will come soon. Dart, Shayna, this war will be a particularly harsh one for those who no longer have a home to return to. The castle is very quiet now. It is the best place to think about your future. Shayna says, but this is our first time in a castle. Albert says, well, there is a place with a great view next to this room. Go enjoy yourself. Shayna says, the view from the castle. I see. Please excuse me. Dar says she's so hasty. Please excuse me too. So I semi-blanked out for a second there near the beginning of that story just now. But it said Emperor Diaz and some other humans that like rallied up with him. They like started a partnership with dragons or something. And with the help of the dragons, that's how they were able to rise up against the Winglies, right? Please wait until the war meeting is over. Hey, who's this prick? You are the brave man from Celis. But this is the chamber of His Majesty King Albert. You are not allowed to go in. And what the fuck are you doing here, asshole? What the fuck? Ah! Nice escape room. Or like escape pad. Yeah. It's totally to make a quick getaway if he gets like cornered in his room or something. Pretty cool. I'll probably have to remember that. Okay, same thing. So why can't I follow Shane over here? What the fuck? Oh, there we go. Dart says from here we can see all of Basil. Might we even be able to see Celis? It's a pretty big view, yeah. Dana says Celis is over the mountain. Besides, we cannot see it anyway because we are so far. I hope everybody is safe. Yeah, that's the mountain we went under and through, basically, where we fought the giant snake. No, he's still back there. He's probably pissed that I killed another one of his relatives. Snacky snack. I'll get him out later. Dart says, I'm sure they're okay. Lavitt says, yes, they are. According to the brief by my aide, most of the people in the village are safe. Dart says, really? I'm relieved to hear that. Lavitt says, but it will take time to rebuild the village. Dana says, still, good. I can meet everybody again. Lavitt says, but we have bad news. Pandora is now readying itself to attack us. They are planning to use the dragon for the offensive on Hoax. Dart says, a dragon? If they release that monster in the battle, it will be total genocide. That's probably the idea. Lavitt says, our role as the knighthood is to stop it. I am heading to Hoax now. Maintaining the battle line will determine the future of Basil. Dart says, I've only lived for myself. I believed it was something I had to complete by myself, even if I had to leave Shayna and the people of the village behind. But when I came back, look at this. I almost lost my hometown again. Because he wasn't there to protect it. I see where he's going with this. Lavitz, I'm going to hoax with you. I don't want to see any more senseless bloodshed. Oh shit! We got heroic music playing. We're about to do some badass shit. Lavitz says, what about the Black Monster? He's putting aside his quest for personal revenge for the moment, isn't he? Guard says, we have to end the war first. He's like, I got new priorities now. He's growing up. Dana says, once Dart makes up his mind, he never changes it. Of course, I'm going too. I cannot stand the war either. I can fight too. Lavitz says, you guys. He was overcome with emotion. Dart says, everything is determined and now we have to prepare. Lavitz says, then let's go to Bale now. There are item shops, weapon shops, and my home. Please, meet my mother. She'll be happy, because she hasn't had a guest for a while. Hell yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's still going in. Like... we're already done with most of that dialogue and the music was still ramping up. Holy shit. Now it looped. But... that's fucking cool. I forgot this game had such a good soundtrack, dude. Pretty crazy. Something else I wanted to say about that cutscene, the voiced one that we saw, is that song, that melody that played in the background reminded me a lot of a particular track that I also like in Legend of Gaia. I can see how there's some merging of sound styles between different JRPGs of the same era. There's some similarities there. I heard there is somebody manipulating Dole. Who could it be? The guy who was standing right across from you, that's who. The dude who was right here. Albert says, why does Dole desire Shayna even if it means destroying Celis? There are many things strange about it. Is that prick still there? The dude's planting poison in your room, Albert. Or something. He's still here. He said the same thing. I'm taking the scenic route out. Ooh. We're good. So stupid. Oh, come on. He hella blocked me. Damn, I like that song. I wasn't tired of it. I wasn't ready. Where was his mom's house? Was over on the right side, yeah. East side of town. Woo. I'm expecting shenanigans here. Of some kind. Holy shit, Lavitz. You live a pretty good life, huh? Well, he is a knight and pretty high ranking, so it makes sense. Lavitz says, Mom, I'm home! Lavitz's mother says...
Dylan!
No, she actually says, oh, Lavitz! It's Lavitz!
You son of a bitch.
Now, she would never say that, because then she'd be insulting herself, of course. But anyway, says, I was worried because I didn't hear from you for a long time. Lavitz says, Sandora's resistance was tougher than I thought. But don't worry, we defeated them. Even though your whole unit was wiped out. Lavitz's mother says your late father would be proud to hear that. Dara says, Lavitz, what about Helena? Shayna says, don't mention that to her. Lavitz says, sorry, but I don't want her to be worried. Oh, so that's why he's lying to her. Lavitz says, I don't know what he's talking about. Lavis's mom says, well, fine. I'm already happy just having you come home, but... You brought a bride with you! My big baby! Oh my god, here we go. Lavis says, Mom, she is not! Lavis's mother says, oh, don't be shy. What's her name? Shayna says, Shayna? Look, she's going with it. She just said her name but didn't say anything. Oh my god. Shayna, my son is a little awkward and stubborn, but he is very sweet-natured. Dark can either say he's not or good luck, Shayna. Good luck, Shayna. Good luck, Shayna. Shayna says, do you mean it for real? Lava says, Dart, don't be so silly. Lava says, Mom, Shayna is Dart's sweetheart. No, Shayna's once again like, what? Lavis's mom says, oh, please excuse me, but if you don't make it clear, it hurts her. I know, I was just fucking around. I like to cause trouble. Dart says, I will say so from now on. Shayna's at a loss for words. Oh, she's like, does it mean I am your girlfriend? You wanna be? Dart says, I said it because otherwise Lavitz will be in trouble. Poor man Dart is striking out hard right now. That was the worst thing you could have said. Oh, good thing Shayna didn't, you know, dwell on it. Lavitz's mother says, Lavitz, please find somebody like her so that I can hold my grandchild in my arms. Jesus Christ, lady. You are not a child anymore. Lavitz says, yeah, I know. Lavitz's mother says, and you'll stay here today. You'll stay here today, honey? I think that's the plan, yeah. Lavitz says, well, I was commanded to defend Hoax, so I have to leave as soon as... Oh, well, I understand. But you can have at least lunch, can't you? It'll be ready soon, honey. Shayna says, I'll give you a hand. Oh, there's no need, says Lavitz's mom. But then again, maybe. My pleasure. There we go. Lavitz says, well, what can we do till lunch? Kill some time. Lunch is not ready yet. What are we gonna do? Show me around your house, dude. I wanna know. This is the first time I've been in such a huge house. Lavitz says there's nothing interesting, but we can at least kill some time. Walk around wherever you like and I'll tell you about it. Okay. I was tempted to hit let's practice with our swords, but just to see what the hell they would have said or done, but whatever. Lavitz says this is my room. That bed is fucking tiny, dude. Dart says there's a cut in the pillar. Were you swinging your sword or something? Lavitz says no, I was measuring my height. Lavitz was a kid. Dart says Lavitz was a kid once? What do you mean? Shrugs. And this must be your mom's room? Lavitz says it was my parents' room. It's been my mom's room since my father passed away in the war. Feels bad, man. This is the library. There are many books on strategy. Are you interested in that, Dart? Dart says it's my weak point. He's a combat nerd. I think they both are. What are you doing? Come here. I'll show you my treasure. Dart says treasure? It's porn magazines? What you got? Lavitz says, here's my treasure. Please take a look at it. I think it's just a view of the castle, isn't it? I think I remember this. I see. A nice view of Indel's castle from here. This is what I saw every day when I was young. I grew up thinking, I'll be an admired knight, just like my father, and I'll protect this country. Your dream came true. Yes, but the reality was much harder than I imagined back then. I feel all the more strongly how great my father was. To protect this country, I would tear the flesh from my body. The same passion you have towards Shayna. Dart says, I just can't hold back. Because you know the importance of Shayna's life, you can risk your own. You were not a foolish daredevil when you ventured into Helena. Thirdio is covered in war clouds now. You are the only one who can protect Shayna. You know that, don't you? Yeah. Dart, Lavitz, the food is ready. Well, the princess needs us. Princess. She's like a baby sister to me. Well, she doesn't see you that way. Anyway, let's eat. I'm hungry. Lavitz says, as always, your meals are delicious, Mom. Damn, no dinner table shenanigans. Lavitz's mom says, it's such a nice thing to hear, but I'll be even happier if you settle down with the bride soon. Dart, Shayna, we need to buy some things before we leave. Let's go. I did all our shopping already, actually. We're good. Lavitz's mom says, are you ready to leave? No. Dart says, we still have something to do. You're leaving soon, right? Why don't you go finish packing? But of course you can stay here longer. Yeah. Okay, real quick. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Make a quick save here. And then... if I can go back far enough. Yes, thank God. The rewind remembers quite a bit. I want to go back to when I had the options. I want to see what else could have happened if I told him something else, like let's practice with our swords or something, you know. Okay, now it's the beauty of the rewind feature, because I hadn't made a save in a while, so this was the only way to go back without it being a huge hassle. It's so loud. The yeah, it's a long conversation. Here it is. Okay. I made a save so I can go back. What happens if we say, shall we help them? Dart says, shall we help them? Lava says, can you cook? Dart says, of course. Otherwise, I couldn't travel alone for 5 years. True, good point. Lava says, what kind of dishes do you make? Dart says, I can grill a thick piece of meat. It's the best! Okay, he likes thick meat. Lava says, that's it? Let's leave the cooking to Shayna and Mom. Dart says, you think so? But Shayna was always a bad cook. Oh, wow, the fucking shade. Lava says, better than you. Oh! We should practice with our swords. I know I missed some funny shit. Lava says, hey, hey, hey! Dart says, what's wrong? Are you gonna swing your sword around in my house? All these innuendos, man. What's wrong with that? You have such a big house. I know they're not intended, by the way. It's just a me thing. I know, but you know, I couldn't resist saying that. Lava says it's not right. Just kidding. Type. He's like,
You suck.
Lava says, I heard that. What is that tut about? It's all in your head. Like, I didn't say shit, dude. I'm gonna take a nap. Levitz doesn't say anything. What's wrong, Levitz? Dart, act like a man. Lack of sleep is bad for our skin. Every young lady knows that. This is true. Lack of sleep is bad for your skin. Man or woman, take that seriously. Don't sleep on sleep. Get your sleep, people. Make it a priority. Your number one priority, actually. Dart says, okay, I'll be more serious. That's all I missed? Okay. Oh, hold on. Show me around your house. Okay, let me skip this shit, because we already saw this. We never went into the kitchen to see what dialogue we could get with them. Hobbit says, as you can see, it's a kitchen. I don't want to disturb her cooking. Go some other place. Okay. Dana says, I'll do my best to make a delicious meal. Dana's working hard and is helpful. But it? Wait until you're served. I wish Lavitz's what? Bride was like her. That just gave me flashbacks to when I was in a real life situation just like that, actually. We didn't see this last time. Lavitz says this is a storage place. It seems to have more odds and ends than last time. Oh, that's it? Okay. A vintage ladder, wonder if it's okay to use. I wouldn't. Money G. I'm looting your place, man. I'm stealing your shit, your money. Yeah, so I think I may have told this story before a long time ago on a different stream. It came up. I'll try to keep it brief, but basically, yeah, I was like with my girlfriend. I can skip all this because we saw it already. My girlfriend had a friend she met maybe shortly after, maybe shortly before. I never really got the full details before we got together. And from the first time I met him, like, I knew the dude was hot and horny for her. She had no interest in him, luckily, because she was just like, you know, and she knew that he was like sort of interested in her or whatever. But like, it got so bad. He wasn't like overly, you know, he wasn't like trying too hard to like pressure her to like, you know, consider him, even though he already knew he was with me. Like he was being a scumbag, yeah, but he was also a pussy, so he, you know, just didn't like, he wasn't too he kept playing it safe and tried to just be like the best friend so that he could bide his time until like her and I broke up or something, then he could swoop in on her. He was doing that. You know, there's plenty of guys that do that. You see them all over Twitch, actually. Especially with like female Twitch streamers and VTubers, and especially. You see guys like that everywhere, you know, they're traditionally called simps by most of the community, right? Even though that's a more parasocial thing, this was a similar situation in that sense of like being that guy who's like, one day she'll be in trouble, or she'll be like going through something dark and I'll be there to swoop in on her, and then she'll love me forever, that kind of thing. So he was obviously trying to play that angle, and I could see it a mile away. But like I said, he was also, you know, I did not see him threatening at all. But what was surprising was that one time I don't know why his mother happened to, because this was at college, his mother showed up at the library. They were there doing some schoolwork together, and me and her had made plans to meet up. So I went there and I even said hi to the guy and everything. You know, that most of my interaction was just like, what's up, you know, whatever. Like, he obviously wasn't, he was nice to me, but he obviously wasn't interested in talking to me because he saw me as the competition since he wanted her for himself. But for some reason his mom rolled up, and she was there before me, and when I show up, she just kind of keeps looking at me with this very concerned look on her face, and there's sort of just, I don't know what's going on, but like, she said something at first that was like, he found a little embarrassing, and so he was just kind of like, you know, I'm sorry about my mom or whatever, that kind of thing. And then suddenly, I forgot what the first thing was, it wasn't a big deal, but then suddenly she also like, what was the situation? We were about to leave, and then I kind of sensed that she wanted to like talk with both her son and my girlfriend for some reason. And since they had already been doing schoolwork together, I was like, I'll just leave you guys to it, and I'm gonna be over here. Like, I'm just gonna be a few feet away, basically. I'm minding my own business, not eavesdropping on their conversation. And I think what happened there, because she told me about it, my girlfriend told me about it. There, we're caught up back to where we were. My girlfriend told me about it after, but while they were conversing, and I was just like far away enough that I couldn't hear, but I was just waiting for her to be finished so that we could leave, because we had a date set up, basically. Whatever he said that I can't remember, whatever his mom said that I can't remember now, the first time before that is related to this, but to this second thing that happened, which is this situation here is what I'm getting at. My girlfriend came over and told me, like, they talked for a little bit, and then she came over and she was like, you know what her mom just said? And I was like they said bye and everything and they left, and I was like, well, what's up? Because she had a bit of a concerned look on her face, and I was like, what happened? As we were walking to my car, and she was just like, her mom was like, is that your boyfriend? Pointing at me. As I was, like I said, I was still standing, like, I was still in the library, like, within view. I was just, like, a little further away. She's like, is that your boyfriend? And my girlfriend was like, yeah, he is. And then she was like, well, how long do you plan on being with him? It's like, what? Just what? And of course, my girlfriend was taken aback. She was just like, excuse me? And she said that, you know, the dude was like, I apologize for my mother's, like, behavior. She's, you know, she was basically being like Lavitz's mom, but like way more aggressive, like saying like, you'd be perfect for my son, like you should leave that guy and just be with my son, basically. Like, she was so desperate to like get her son a girlfriend, basically. And I guess she liked the wholesome nature that my girlfriend at the time had. So she's just like, how long are you gonna be with him? And my girlfriend was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and so yeah, the guy just like freaked out and was just like, I am so sorry about my mom. Like, he was so embarrassed. And he was said, like, she told me that all this happened. And that was just a few minutes ago from when we were talking, because we were leaving the library together and going to my car, and she was telling me this, and I started laughing so fucking hard. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? So Lavitz's mom really reminded me of that guy's mom, basically, for being that way. Because she was like so desperate to get her son like a girlfriend or a wife in this case, right? And like, he was so embarrassed, but I mean, like I said, I could tell he wanted the same thing anyway. Like, he's not really much better than his mom. He was desperate for my girlfriend. And yeah, like I said, I still can't remember what the first thing she said when I walked into the room and actually like met them and said hi to all of them was, but she had said something that was like a little off-putting also. And that was like the first time that the dude had to say to both of us, to me and my girlfriend, like, I'm sorry about my mom. She's a little like kind of like he wanted to say she's a little crazy, like, don't pay attention to her. But the second time he had to say it was when I had moved away, and then the guy's mom just said, how long are you gonna be with that guy? And that wasn't even the only, there was another friend, but this was actually a childhood friend of my girlfriend's. That kind of, his mom also kind of had, but it was kind of the same way, but not, because she was more wholesome, like Lavitz's mom. She was more wholesome and respectful, and the guy was also more wholesome and respectful as well. Like, that guy, he actually respected boundaries, and he wasn't trying to be a slime ball, trying to hook up with my girlfriend, you know, like behind my back or trying to move me out of the picture. He's a childhood friend of hers, and I went to his house along with another friend of hers, so it was like 3 of them, right? And they all grew up together. And yeah, I met all of them, and they were great. They were actually, you know, cool friends and everything. And he had the same thing. Like, the guy's mom was like, oh, she's like, it's a shame, like, you guys didn't hook up. Like, talking to her son, you know? She's like, it's a shame that you guys didn't hook up. I always thought she'd, like, be perfect for you or whatever. And the guy had to say the same thing. Like, don't pay attention to my mom. I'm so sorry. Like... But she was actually like more nice about it. Like, she said it in a more jokey way, and him and his demeanor was like completely different from the other guy. Like, he actually had carried himself with more confidence. He was and was like totally not interested in my girlfriend at all. Like it was literally just a childhood thing. And the other person they grew up with, this other girl, the third person that I met that day, she already had her own boyfriend as well. But yeah, going back to that other guy that I talked about first. Yeah, him and his mom were both way more like aggressively desperate and just really awkward and pathetic kind of situation with them. And to follow up with that, yeah, after me and her broke up, we still kind of stayed in contact for a bit. But she told me, like we still hung out a few times afterwards, after we had broken up. And she told me that guy, as soon as he heard that we'd broken up, the desperate guy, not the other childhood friend that's actually a cool guy, the desperate guy, like, immediately tried swooping in on her, and she just, like she literally had to, like, almost push him off at some point, because he was being way too aggressive and trying to get touchy with her almost immediately. Like, he got, he made her very, very uncomfortable. Like, he was putting her in very, very, very awkward, uncomfortable situations, and getting very sexually aggressive with her. And I was like, I hate to say it, but you're probably gonna have to cut off all contact with that guy. Like, because now that he knows that you're single, technically, you know, yeah, he's just not gonna stop doing that. And yeah, she did tell me that the dude, he kept trying to do shit that, like, really fucked up sexual shit that I probably shouldn't even go into detail about. He would try to get her into very uncomfortable situations. So yeah, that guy was a complete asshole. The other guy whose mom did the same thing, though, that guy, no. And that guy's mom was also more wholesome, too. So it's like, the son reflects the mom in a way. Because it's like, the other mom was kind of a bitch. And her son was an asshole. Who was basically almost trying to rape my ex-girlfriend after we broke up. And then the guy who she grew up with instead was, you know, pretty cool and wholesome, and so was his mom. Even though she said something similar, he was actually accepting of the fact that, you know, my girlfriend was with someone else. She wasn't like the other mom, so. But yeah, two different situations that reminded me of what just happened with Lavitz, Shayna, Dart, and, or rather, Lavitz's mom and Shayna, and, you know, well, with all of them, I guess. That whole situation. Whew, that was a bit of a longer story than I intended it to be. I think it's because I was slowly recalling details about it as I went, so then I just kept adding stuff to it. But anyway, we were just about to leave town, and this person just bumped into all of us. Martel says, "Hey, watch yourself. Are you blind or what?"
You bastard! Son of a bitch! Remember that?
Narc says, "What do you mean? You're the one who bumped into me." Martel says, "Don't make up excuses. Behave like a man." Wow! I played this too soon.
You bastard!
Shayna says, "Don't yell, it's true." Martel says, "Can you be quiet? The baby's crying." What a bitch. Shayna says, "Oh, sorry, I was too loud." Oh, poor baby. She's scared, isn't she? Well, we gotta go, baby. There's no time to waste. No, a cunt. Blaming us for bumping into her. Jesus. And Tart says, "What was that?" Lava says, "I don't know. That did seem kind of weird. Like, is that person gonna be a main character later? Like, what the hell was the point of that just now?" Wait a minute. Weren't we supposed to tell Lavitz's mom we were leaving? I don't know what that does, but I don't know if I could have just left town or if I have to actually go talk to her. But yeah, I think I might have told a shorter version of that story before. But it was on a stream a long time ago, so it's buried somewhere in my VODs channel. I'm pretty sure there was a situation where it came up before though, where I said that, where I told that story. The shorter version just involved the asshole guy, not the other dude who was genuinely nice. Are you ready to leave? Yes, we are ready. Laura says, "Yes, we are ready." Lavitz says, "Yeah, everything is ready." Lavitz's mom says, "Do you have medical herbs?" Lavitz says, "Yeah, I do." "Here, it's your favorite jerky. I made too much. Why don't you take some?" "It's okay, I have enough." "How about this? My neighbor said she made too much too." It says, Mom, everything is ready. Oh wait, I forgot something. Labbit says, you give me luck, Mom. Labbit's mom says, oh, Labbits, you've grown up while you were away. Honey, our son became a great knight. Oh, I think he just hugged her. I see. I was like, did he give her something or what happened? No, I think he just gave her a hug. That's cute. It says, I was gonna leave soon, but I am a little bit tired. Hey, why don't we stay here for the night? Oh, now we can take a nap, huh? Or says, great. Are the beds ready? Of course. I make your bed every day. I'll be upstairs. Mom, I actually want to take your jerky with me. I knew it! Come here. He's just trying to act tough in front of us. That's the music when you sleep, huh? Okay. Cool. Is that it? Nothing else? Let's have a meal together again. Okay. Alright, so I think that was probably optional. We could have just left. I'm glad I came back so we can see that though. But yeah, going back to that story, I think we've all seen guys like that. And like I said, like in real life, I mean, I think there's plenty of people who've seen guys like that, but on social media, especially like on Twitch, or for content creators in general that are women, you see it all the time, like without exception. There's always that one mod, right? There's always that one moderator in a woman's chat on Twitch or any platform. It was just like, you can tell the dude is just trying to earn as many brownie points as possible in the hopes that maybe she'll actually consider him, you know, as a like a romantic interest or partner someday. Like, I'm being nice. The simp moderator is what I'm saying. Yeah, like that's what most people call them, right? Every woman's got one, whether she's aware of it or not. You see it in any woman's chat. We'll have that one moderator that you know. You can pick them out usually. Sometimes they're more obvious than others. Sometimes they're not. And yeah, sometimes the streamer herself may not even be aware. She might be completely oblivious to the fact that that guy obviously likes her or whatever. But he's there. The guy is always there. The simp moderator is always there. But yeah, I've witnessed that in real life. I've had experience with that shit in real life. And just like with my situation, sometimes a simp moderator for women streamers don't respect the fact that she may or may not be in a relationship with someone else, you know? I've seen that too. I was like, damn. I'm single at the moment, but if I had a girlfriend... he would basically, and if she was a streamer, basically, he'd be the guy that she tells me not to worry about or whatever. You know, that meme. There's a streamer I watch who is with another streamer, but they keep their relationship kind of on the DL. And they do it on purpose because they don't want to... I don't need another healing potion. I think they do it on... No, I'm pretty sure they do it on purpose because she also has kind of a stalker situation going on. And they're afraid of, like... The guy's insane. He's insane. Like, he's crazy. Like, he's probably worse than the guy I just described who was trying to swoop in on my girlfriend years ago. He's way worse than that, based on what I've heard. And so they obviously don't want to aggravate him by... like making the relationship public and then him realizing that she's not single like he thinks that she is. Her chat, I gotta say, obviously I'm not gonna say the names of the streamers I'm talking about right now for obvious reasons. I've been in her chat a few times and she either is the exception where she doesn't have a simp moderator, or the simp moderators are actually respectful because they obviously know that she's in a relationship with that other guy that's a streamer. The other streamer I watch. They keep it on the DL, but the people who, like, their closest fans, like, obviously including me, they know. Like, we know. They don't try to hide it that much, just enough to, like, not make a big deal about it. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that, you know, people have to resort to that kind of thing. Because, like the guy I just described in my own story, there's just people who don't respect boundaries. And sometimes it's a simp mod in chat, sometimes it's just some random stalker. Okay, this is hoax. That's another thing about women streamers or content creators. They don't just have the simp moderator, they also have the stalker. Probably every single one of them. Like, almost without exception. I would like to... I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's accurate to say every woman streamer definitely has a stalker. They got the simp moderator and they got the stalker. Sometimes they're the same person, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're aware of it, sometimes they're not. But they're there. And obviously the stalkers, unlike the moderators, obviously those will never respect if they find out that, you know, she's in a relationship. The moderator might actually turn out to be, the simp moderator might actually turn out to be a decent person and be like, alright, I'll back off then. She's obviously with someone. But they'll most likely take the other route that I mentioned earlier, where they'll just be like, well, I'll just bide my time here until she breaks up with the guy and then I'll swoop in. I feel mixed feelings towards the guy that does that, because it's like, you're wasting your life with someone who may never, like, you could be spending this time actually finding someone for yourself, dude, you know, instead of just hoping that she'll love you back. Like, don't do that, man. Just move on and find someone for yourself. It's not worth it. You're gonna waste your life on someone who may never reciprocate. Especially if you also never confess your feelings at any point, like if she's single. And you still don't make a move, and you just kind of keep hoping she just notices you, and it's just like years go by and nothing happens. You're wasting your life. Don't do that. Like, either confess and just move on if she rejects you, or just straight up move on if you just can't do it or something, but like, don't waste your time. Like, life's too damn short. You gotta find someone for yourself. You can't just be barking up a tree that, you know, hitting up someone that's not going to reciprocate. Sorry. It's like... It's basically what I said about Jenny in Rebirth. That chick who was, like, jealous of Tifa over Johnny. Because she thought they were in a relationship, and then Tifa had to tell her, like, no, me and Johnny aren't together. Like, he's yours. And she was like, oh, okay. Oops. But, like, she was just, you know, being angry and jealous and trying to, like, break them up when she thought they were together, just so she could be with them. That's not worth it. Just find someone. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Find someone else. It's not worth starting drama and all that shit. Okay, so I made a save, but I gotta take a break. It's been an hour and a half. I got rambly, so I kept going for a lot longer. Because I usually try to take a break at every hour. But yeah. We're going to Hoax right after this. So, BRB in like 15 minutes or so.